Welcome to our practice on Earth Day and also the new moon. So not only is it the 50th anniversary of Earth Day, it's also this very potent new moon. In Vedic astrology and ways of understanding the cycles of the cosmos, the new moon is the energy of the goddess Kali, who's the fiercely destructive goddess who represents the most potent forms of emotion that can shake us out of our own anger and our despondency and all of our tamas, all of our deeply seated, rooted patterns. She wrestles us free from those patterns and extracts us. But it can take a very fierce energy to wake us up out of our own cyclical patterns of being. So the new moon carries this energy of the goddess Kali, and the new moon also flavors the whole next 30-day cycle in Vedic astrology. So the full moon has a certain potency, but it's in the growth from the new moon to the full and back to the new moon is where the cycle really begins and the circle begins. So it begins with the energy of Kali, and then now we'll be extracting out of the energy of Kali and coming into, at the full moon, the full potency of the goddess Lalita Tripuna Sundari, the goddess of the beauty of the three worlds. So today's practice, we celebrate Bhumi, the earth goddess, and draw in some of that new moon energy of Kali. So begin with Bhumi Sparsha Mudra. Left hand, palm up in the lap. Take the 4 fingers of your right hand and gently touch them onto the earth. Close your eyes. Rest into your breath. Imagine that you're seated on the earth, and behind you is a great tree, the broad trunk, roots reaching down into the earth. And the roots gathering up the energies of fire and earth, water, mineral. And from those roots of this great tree that stands behind you, but also is your body, gently draw up earth and water, just enough fire to create a quickening, a pulsation of life through the trunk of this tree. Of metal. And imagine this great broad tree with branches reaching up and out into a beautiful crown. Up and out of the crown of your own head. And the branches of this tree are flanked with beautiful leaves and beautiful flowers blossoming open. Hundreds and hundreds of flowers with soft velvety petals reaching up and out into air, into space, but anchored deeply into the earth. Look now inside of one of these flowers above the crown of the head and see it from the inside and the outside. See the beautiful yellow stamen and the velvety petals of the flower. See dew, nectar collecting in the center of this flower. And a beautiful bee alighting in the center of the flower, suckling the nectar, this ambrosia at the heart of this crown flower. Gently release and place your hands to your heart center in Anjali Mudra. Om Bhumi Namaha. To you, the earth, we offer prostrations. Om Bhumi, B-H-U-M-I, Bhumi Namaha. Exhale out, inhale in. Om Bhumi Namah. Om Kalikyaye Namaha. To you, Kali, the energy of transforming darkness of the new moon cycle. To you, we offer prostrations. Om Kalikyaye Namah. Gently release. Inhale, arms up. Inhale, arms across. Inhale, arms up. Hands to the thighs or down to the mat. Exhale, Simha Pranayam. Out through the mouth. Inhale. 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 Exhale. Inhale. 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 Exhale. Create your own rhythm. 3 inhales through the nose. Exhale out through the mouth. Open the lungs. Hands touching the earth. Touching Bhumi. Keep going. Last one. Place all 10 fingers onto the earth in front of you. Notice the breath. Notice how both nostrils may have become alive. Inhale from here, exhale. Come all the way forward onto your belly. belly onto the earth, forehead onto the earth, palms together, or underneath the forehead, Bhumi pranama, full prostration on the earth. Full surrendering into the earth that abides. Take your hands, place them underneath your shoulders, draw back, child's pose on the earth. So in the historical Buddhas, at the last phase, just before he became enlightened, he sat in front of a great Bodhi tree, and see it in Bodh Gaya. Inhale, come up onto the hands and knees, begin to stretch through the spine. Inhale, crown of head up, exhale, under. And as he was just about to become enlightened, the demon Mara, not Mara, but Mara, M-A-R-A, began to try to distract the Buddha, the demon. And so he started showering the Buddha with arrows that turned to flowers as soon as they reached to the Buddha, and begin to circle the crown of the head and the tailbone. And then he sent, a bunch of female demonesses after the Buddha to try and seduce him. And, they turned into old hags. First they looked really beautiful, and then the Buddha saw right through them. They turned into old hags. And then finally, Mara, this demon, walk your hands out in front of the shoulders, tuck your toes, inhale deeply, exhale completely, downward facing dog. Feel your hands and feet on the earth. And finally, Mara, in an attempt to stop Buddha from becoming enlightened, inhale, exhale, knees and chin and chest down to the mat, draw shoulders back, press pubic bone down, inhale, expand up. Back of the neck long. Exhale, bend at the knees. Walk your arms out long in front, Anahatasana, forehead onto the mat. In an attempt to prevent Buddha from becoming enlightened, Mara, come up onto the hands and knees, right hand down, slide the left arm through, palm up, come up onto the right fingertips, hollow the lower belly, slide the hand through more. Reach your right hand forward. So Mara's final attempt to distract the Buddha was to say, well, it's fine, you may become enlightened, but no one, hand down, rotate through, left hand down onto the mat, slide the right arm through, palm up, come up onto your left fingertips, slide through a bit more, right cheek onto the mat, reach left arm forward. You may become enlightened, fine. It's going to happen. Great, you're going to become enlightened, but no one will be here to witness your enlightenment. So what suffering is that? Inhale from here, exhale, release. Walk your hands out in front of your shoulders, claw with your fingers, tuck the toes. Inhale deeply, exhale. Adho Mukha Svanasana, hands and feet touching the earth. So what great suffering is that if you undergo the greatest accomplishment and achieve enlightenment for the sake of all beings, but no one will ever know. Ground into your left heel, inhale, draw your right leg up, roll your right inner thigh in and up. Deep exhalation, right knee to nose. Keep exhaling, draw left foot through. Hands together, chin to chest, fingers touching the mat. As you can imagine, what if there were no one to witness you? No one to witness? How would that change your life? How would that change your motivation? How would that change your practice? Hands down to the mat, draw right foot back to meet the left. Some friends may move through a vinyasa. Other friends, back to downward facing dog. So, in perhaps what is the most punk rock action that has been ever taken throughout history, when faced with this ultimate suffering and destruction, draw left inner thigh in, press through the heel, deep exhalation, knee to nose. Keep exhaling, draw your left foot through, right knee down onto the mat, hands together, or fingertips onto the mat, chin to chest. This prana, bowing forward in our namaskar today. Hands to the mat, lift through your back right knee, draw right foot to meet the left. Turn out the toes, lift up onto the heels, sit down, modify as needed. Hands go underneath the heels, chin to chest. We come into this curling forward, this pranam. Hands down onto the mat, rotate toes forward, inhale, lift the chest up halfway. Exhale, release down, deep breath, inhale all the way to standing. Open the lungs, exhale, hands to your heart. Inhale, lift up, hinge at the hips and knees, exhale, melt down and over. Inhale, up halfway. Exhale, downward facing dog. Knees and chin and chest down to the mat. Draw shoulders back. Press your pubic bone down. Inhale, expand up. Tuck the toes, inhale deeply, exhale, downward facing dog. So in that moment of being faced without a witness, inhale, draw right leg up, spiral right inner thigh in, deep exhalation, draw right foot through, left knee down onto the mat. Again, lengthen and offer. And you know, Mara, this demon really felt like, haha, I've got you now, Buddha. Your ego can't withstand having no witness. And hands down to the mat, downward facing dog. Knees and chest or chatu or anga expand up. And tuck the toes, downward facing down. So Buddha did one thing only. He touched the earth in Bhumi, Sparsha, Mudra. And in this gesture, inhale, left leg up towards the sky, spiral in. Exhale, knee to nose, keep exhaling, left foot through. Gather and offer. In this gesture, he said, I need no witness. The earth herself shall be my witness. The earth, the Bhumi, the earth herself as a goddess shall be my witness. And in this way, the earth is always our witness throughout the life and throughout the death. Hands to the mat, draw back foot forward, inhale up halfway. Exhale, release down, turn the toes out, bend the knees, wrap the elbows to the inside of the knees, hands cup the heels, we curve forward in this pranam, these fetal head-tail positions. Hands down onto the mat, rotate the toes forward, inhale up halfway. Exhale, lengthen down, ground into the feet, inhale all the way to standing. Exhale, hands to the heart center, feet on the earth, crown of the head lifting. If you'd like blocks, please place them at the front of the mat. Parshavottanasana. Draw your right leg back behind, left knee straightens, spine straightens. Press into the ball of your left big toe. Press into the heel of your back right foot. 5 breaths. Lift up through the sternum, through the chest, round. Find this head-tail connection. Draw the crown of the head down towards your knee. Inhale, lengthen. Lengthen through the spine. Bend into your front left knee. Place the blocks aside. Some friends through their vinyasa, some friends back to downward facing dog. Hands and feet touching the earth. Bhumi pranama. Offering to the earth, touching the earth. Inhale, draw your feet underneath your hips, lift through your heart. Exhale, release down. Deep breath, inhale up to standing. Exhale, hands to the heart center, feet on the earth, crown of head lifting. Take left foot back behind, hands onto blocks or onto the mat. Straighten through your right knee, pull the head of the right femur back. Press into the ball of your right big toe. Press into your back left heel. Round through your belly. So actually one of the patterns of spinal alignment is this rounding, and today we're really interested in this fetal shape, crown of head to tailbone, crown of head down towards the knee. And we want to have mobility in the spine in all directions. Lengthen out. Bend into your front knee. Draw front foot to the back. Optionally through your vinyasa or back to downward facing dog. Inhale, drawing your right leg up towards the sky. Spiral your right inner thigh in and up. Take a deep exhalation, knee to nose. Keep exhaling. Draw right foot through, left knee down onto a blanket or onto the mat. Take the right foot out, toe, heel, toe, but align hip, knee, and foot. Draw the lower belly back. If you like to flex the right foot and draw it backward. Knee is still bent to engage through the posterior chain. And place right toes down. Open through the inner groin. Draw the right arm up. Rotate your hand to your lower back, or bend the knee, come over the head of the patella, reach the hand back to the foot, gently draw the heart center open. Don't lose connection with the earth to come into a deep, huge opening. Retain the breath down and in. Gently release, hands down to the mat. Draw the right foot back to meet the left through your vinyasa or back to downward facing dog. Inhale, left leg up towards the sky. Spiral left inner thigh in and up. Deep exhalation, knee to nose. Draw your foot through. Right knee down onto the mat. Right hand rotates out. And then we can flex this right foot. Draw the hand underneath the foot. Pull back. And place the left foot down, right hand down. Rotate left arm up. You could be here in a twist or beginning to bend. Back knee, reach the hand back around to the foot. Draw the lower belly up and in, and then just a little expansion through the heart. Exhale, release, hands to the mat through your vinyasa or back to downward facing dog. Inhale, draw left leg up towards the sky. Spiral left inner thigh in and up. Deep exhalation, left foot comes through. Turn out through the back right heel. Squeeze the inner thighs. Inhale up. Warrior two, keep rotating. Right hand down the back of the right leg. Don't press into the knee. Rotate left arm up. Inhale up and over to Namaste Asana Virabhadrasana 4. Inhale up. Now here, hands to the sides of the waist. I'm going to stabilize this front knee. Don't let it fall in or out. I'm going to draw the chest down to the inside on a diagonal of this knee. Not all the way forward, not all the way side, but to a diagonal. Come up onto the fingertips, touching the earth. Round through the upper back. And then exhale, draw the chest down towards the earth, maybe forehead resting on the earth. Bhumi, Sparsha, touching the earth. All these ways we touch the earth throughout the day. And as we sleep at night, rotate hands around, lift from the heel, hands down, draw left foot back to meet the right downward facing dog. And even if we go to space, our body is still made of earth stuff. Inhale, draw right leg up towards the sky, spiral inner thigh in. Deep exhalation, draw the right foot through, turn out through back left heel. Now really stabilize through the earth, through the feet, connecting to the earth. Inhale. Up. Exhale. Keep rotating over. Left hand down the back, right arm up. Inhale, lift hands to the sides of the waist. Stabilize the front right knee. Draw the chest down on a diagonal, so not all the way forward, onto a diagonal. Opening the hips, press in to your back left heel. Come up onto your fingertips, around the upper back. And then exhale, melt the crown of the head down towards the earth. Walk your hands back around, lift up through the back heel, make your way to downward facing dog. Hands and feet touching the earth. Look forward, frog jumps, bend the knees. You could walk, feet forward, and place them to the outside of the feet, like so. Or coming into these little animal postures. Balance up, light hop. Feet outside of hands, walk back. Look forward, claw with the fingers, light hop. If you like to, light hop back. 2 more. Come all the way down onto your belly. And draw elbows back. Expand up, Bhujanasana, or you could be on your elbows. So all the creatures of earth. Inhale, engage through the buttocks just a bit. Exhale out through the teeth. Again. Bring the hips back towards the heels. Knees out wide, hands to the mat. Simha pranayam. Inhale under. Exhale, tongue out. Continue. Walk your hands out in front of your shoulders. Tuck toes, inhale, exhale, downward facing dog. Walk your feet up underneath the hips, lift through your heart. Exhale, release down. Take a deep breath, hinge at the knees, inhale up to standing. Exhale, hands to heart center. Take your legs out wide. We'll come into this goddess stance, or sometimes known as a horse stance. So all the animals today. First just pulse, swing side to side. Hands could be at the hips or on the thighs. And find this pulsation. And sit down. Draw the thighs back. Hands to Padma Mudra. Thumbs together, base of palms together, pinkies together. Inhale. Up above the crown of the head, this corona. Exhale, hands to the heart. The crown chakra blossoming like a flower. Tailbone rooted, crown of head lifted. You can pulse through the knees, straightening the knees as you come up. And then sit down. Inhale. Exhale, arms down to the sides of the waist. Now, inhale, inhale, inhale. Hands to the thighs, tongue out, or hands all the way down to the earth. Either variation. Three inhales and an exhale. Last one. Slowly straighten through the legs. Take the arms out wide. Tara Asana. Take the big toe, the toes inside of the heels. Press into pinky toe edge of the feet. Slowly come down and forward. Prasarita Padasana. Peace sign fingers around the big toes. Tips of the scapula drawn back. Hands to the sides of the waist, ground through the heels, inhale up, exhale, heels in, some friends toes and then heels in, again turn out through the toes. Draw the hands behind your back, behind the crown of the head rather. Intertwine the fingers, place them behind the crown of the head. Draw the elbows back, sit down, open through the chest. Inhale. As you exhale, press hands out to the side, bend deeper. Keep rolling the knees back. Keep lifting through the lower belly. Inhale, exhale, straighten through the knees. Draw the big toes inside the heels. Draw the chest down and forward again. Peace sign fingers around the big toes. Prasarita Padasana. Hands to the sides of the waist. Deep breath, inhale all the way up. Exhale, draw your feet together. Stand into Tadasana, mountain pose. Inhale, draw the arms up, hook the thumbs. Exhale, lean to the left side, draw the right elbow back. Inhale up, exhale, arms down. Deep breath, inhale up. Hook the thumbs, exhale, lean to other side. Draw the elbow back. Inhale up, exhale down. So the next posture is a balance. Draw the right leg up, bring the chest forward, bring the arms behind. The back leg or the standing leg can bend. A heron pose. Feet flex, gaze forward, ready for flight. Ground through the feet. Inhale, arms up. Exhale through. Other side. Ground into right foot, bend the knee, left knee up, foot flexed. Hinge at the waist. Lift the arms up behind you, poised for flight. Thumbs rotating up. Ground into the feet. Inhale, arms up. Exhale, down and through. Ground into your right foot. Lift through the left heel. Rotate out through the hip. Foot to ankle or up to the thigh. You can always use a wall vrikshasana. This tree pose. And press standing thigh to foot. Inhale, arms up. Intertwine the fingers, press them up towards the sky. Utthita vrikshasana. Hands to the sides of the waist, ground into the feet. Inhale, arms up. Exhale, hands down and through. Other side, vrikshasana. Ground into your left foot, lift right heel up. Rotate the legs out. The foot could remain on the mat. Foot to ankle or thigh. Don't press it at the knee. Press thigh into foot. Hands to the heart center. Inhale, draw your arms up. Exhale, intertwine the fingers. Press hands up towards the sky. Hands to the sides of the waist. Place your left foot down. Take the feet out as wide as the mat. Hinge forward into a functional forward fold. Place the hands down, walk the legs back. Dog pose. Inhale, draw your right leg up. Deep exhalation, right foot comes through. Left knee down onto the mat, hands to the inside of the right foot. A lizard pose. So all of these animals who walk upon Bhumi, the earth. Hands to the mat, to your downward facing dog. Draw left leg up, deep exhalation, left foot comes through. Right knee down onto the mat, hands to the inside of this left foot. Opening through the inner groin. The lizards that crawl upon the earth, hands down, draw front foot back to meet the back. Dolphin pose, Shirshula, elbows down, draw the elbows in. So the thing here is elbows in, wrists out. Press into the elbows, widening through the back of the heart. Drop the crown of the head down, but don't touch the earth. Lift the tailbone up. Claw with the fingers, widen through the back of the heart. Take your toes as wide as the mat. Bend your knees to lift the tailbone up. And begin to slowly walk your feet up towards your knee, or up towards your elbows, lifting the tailbone high. And take the knees down to the mat. Come all the way back down onto the belly, your belly. Full prostration, full pranama.
Bhumi pranama, bowing to the earth. Squeeze the inner thighs in, lift the lower belly, press the pubic bone down, bring your hands to your lower back, make a clasp, lift head up or use a strap, lift legs up, Shalabhasana, locust pose. Exhale, release down onto the earth, hands down, forehead onto the hands, crocodile pose, Makrasana. So all the animals on the earth, in the waters, in the skies, half submerged and half beneath the ocean, the river. Place your elbows down, little bit wider than the shoulders. Rest your chin into your hands. Makrasana 2, shoulders lengthen down the back. Just slightly, we don't jam them down, but there's a sense of spaciousness. Ardha Shalabhasana, Ardha Dhanurasana. Half bow, half locust pose, okay? Now, if you don't want to make the clasp of the foot, that's fine. So you can bend through your left knee, reach your left hand to your sacrum, or reach hand around to the foot. Squeeze the inner thighs, right arm, left leg comes up. Exhale, release down. Wiggle through the hips, bend the knees, and windshield wiper from side to side. Press the pubic bone down. Bend through right knee. Reach right hand to the sacrum. Or back to the right foot. Take the left arm forward. Inhale. Draw up. Half locust. Half bow. Exhale, release down. Hands underneath the shoulders. Draw the chest back. Inhale deeply. Exhale, child's pose. Come forward onto the crown of the head. Walk the knees forward, press into the elbows. We could be here or here, hands to the heels in a hare pose. Or press up into our headstand, our Shirshasana. Remember, bringing the awareness to the crown of the head. Blossoming flower at the crown of the head. Exhale, release chest onto thighs. Roll up through the spine, one vertebra at a time. Bring the legs around to the front. Take your left leg onto a diagonal. Right heel into groin. Lift, flex this left foot. Exhale, draw the chest down and over this left leg. Ground left hand to left ankle or calf. Reach right arm behind you. Rotate through the palm. Inhale as you exhale, open through the side of the waist. Inhale, lift up, place the right hand behind, left hand to the heart, point the toes, go straight up or press in the hand, lift the pubic bone forward, expand through the heart space. Exhale, release down. Bring left foot into the groin, right leg out to a diagonal, flex the foot, lift, rotate, exhale down and forward. Ground, right hand to the right ankle. Reach the left hand behind, create space. Rotate the palm and then open through the side of the waist. Inhale, lift up. Place your left hand behind you. Right hand to the heart, go straight up. Press into the knee, point the toes. Open through the chest. Parigasan variation. Exhale, release down. Soles of feet together, knees apart. Draw the heels in. And I actually take the buttocks, I pull them behind me, and then I draw the thighs in. So there's two different actions that happen. Sits bones onto the earth. Fingers onto the earth, lifting through the spine. So this Bhumi Sparsha. Draw the knees down, take a deep inhalation, and then exhale, bow forward. Of course, if you want the feet out further in front of the pubic bone, that's fine. Inhale, roll up through the spine, one vertebra at a time. Take this left leg out long. Bend the right knee, rotate out from the hip. Right knee across the left. Lengthen through the sides of the waist again. Inhale, exhale, come forward. Hands can go underneath this left calf or underneath the knee. Roll up through the spine, one vertebra at a time. Place the left hand down onto the mat. Open through the right side of the waist. Inhale, lift up. Exhale, other side. Right leg out long. Rotate right leg out from the hip. Right knee on top of left. Fingertips down, touching the earth. Exhale, melt forward. And roll up through the spine, place the right hand down, draw the left arm up. Inhale up, exhale, take your legs out wide, flex your feet and draw the pubic bone forward. Some friends may like to be on the edge of a blanket or two. We're trying to find the vastus medialis, which is muscle that runs from the inside of the knee to the pubic bone. So come forward, see if you can find some sensation to the inside of the legs. Flex the feet. So kneecaps up to the sky. Don't let the legs wobble in or out. Touch the earth. Lengthen the spine. Inhale. Exhale. Offer forward. Bow to the earth. Inhale, roll up through the spine, one vertebra at a time. Slowly draw your legs together. Take legs out long. Inhale. Lengthen through the sides of the waist. Exhale down and forward. Paschimottanasana.
Inhale, roll up through the spine, one vertebra at a time. Take a block, please. We'll open the hip flexors, feet down onto the mat, lift the sacrum up, slide a block, lowest setting or second setting, underneath the hips. Or underneath the sacrum, rather, friends. If it works for you, take the legs out long. If you feel pinching in the lower back, go down to a lower setting or bend your knees. Reach your arms up behind you. Let the legs rotate out from the hips, ground into the shoulders. Place your feet back down onto the mat. Come to a supported bridge pose. Draw your knees in towards your chest and take your legs straight up towards the sky. Viparita Karani Mudra. Place your feet back down onto the mat. Lift your hips up. Take your feet out as wide as the mat. Take your arms to a cactus shape. Drop both knees down and over to the right side. Gently press into your back left heel like it's pressing down into mud. Left shoulder drops down. Head rotates back to the left side. Inhale, bring your knees back to the center. Exhale, over to the other side. Drop, press into your back right heel. Drop the tip of your right scapula down. Rotate through your head. And bring the knees back in towards the chest. Circle the knees in and out like a frog. And then the other direction. Take the right leg out down long, left knee in towards your chest. Rotate right knee across left leg. Exhale, release. Left leg down long, right knee in towards the chest. Rotate into a twist. Exhale, release knees into chest again. This time make little circles with the knees together. As always in these practices, we've been ending up in our Supta Baddha Konasana, soles of feet together, knees apart, palms up or on the chest. This is because this posture is powerfully restorative for the immune system, as well as allows for deep release in the nervous system.
And as you're ready, we'll take our legs out long and come into our Shavasana. Please, friends, do not skip this part of your practice. It is of the essence. Take your legs out long onto the mat. And bring your hands palm up to your sides with a little space between your arms and your armpits. Legs rotate out from the hips. Back of the head on the mat, on a blanket. And take a long, deep breath in. And release the breath out. Feel the back of the body lying on the earth. And the whole back of the body lying on the earth. All the points of connection, the heels, the thighs, the buttocks, the shoulder blades, the back of the skull. Feel those points of connectivity. Not the back of the body, not the earth, but the entire plane of connection. The line of gravity. Feel the expanse where the upper eyelids meet the lower. The entire plane of connection. The meeting of the upper lip and the lower lip. The points of connection. Take a deeper breath in. Begin to wiggle your fingers and your toes. Rotate your wrists and your ankles. Stretch the body. Rub the palms of the hands together and the soles of the feet together.
And then roll over onto your right side. And make your way up to seated. So Tara in the Buddhist pantheon is the great earth mother, especially the energy of green Tara. And actually in some stories, green Tara was like a yeti. She was like a very earthy ape monster that then gets transformed into the beauteous form of Tara. So she is that transformation of the earth and then the expansion into the rainbow body of light. And she relates to Bhumi, the earth, and also to the Hindu Mahavidya of Samashantara. Take your left hand, touch the 4th and 5th fingers to the thumb. These are the earth and water elements grounding into the thumb. Take the right hand, rotate it out, thumb and index fingers together, air and ether, air and fire. Tara Mudra. Air and fire offering down, earth and water offering upward. Alchemical balance in the body. Earth and water. Fire in the navel. Vayu, air in the heart. Akasha in the throat. Om above and beyond into the ethers. Through the forehead and crown of head, like a flower blossoming above the crown of the head. Its velvety petals wet with dew. Beautiful honeybee suckling nectar out of the center of the flower. We'll place our hands at our heart center and we'll chant Om Tare Tutare Ture Swaha, the Buddhist mantra of green Tara. Inhale. Om Tare Tutare Ture Swaha, Om Tare Tutare Ture Swaha, Om Tare Tutare Ture Swaha, Om Tare Om Tare Tutare Ture Swaha, 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 Om Tare Tutare Ture Swaha. May all beings be free from suffering. Loka samasta sukhino bhavantu. We'll chant Om Shanti Shanti Shanti, dedicating our merit to peace in the world. Exhale out, inhale in. Om Shanti Shanti Shanti. Hari Om Tat Sat. Much love to you. Namaste.